OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, has released a latest model called GPT-4. So if you are logged into ChatGPT right now, the default model is GPT-3. I have a premium plan for ChatGPT. It's called ChatGPT Plus, and due to that, I am able to access GPT-4 version. Okay. So if you have non-paid free plan, you will see on the left hand side this kind of upgrade plan button which will appear somewhere here, and when you upgrade you will have access to GPT-4. What I'm going to do is show you the demo of GPT-4. I will compare it with GPT-3 so that you understand what kind of improvements they have made. So right now I have GPT 3.5 and I'm going to give some tasks to it, such as show me the recipe of samosa, which is an Indian delicacy, in 5 lines where every word starts with A. Okay, and while it is doing that, let me open a new prompt here and I will do the same thing using GPT-4. So I will select GPT-4 here and see here, 3.5, it gave this particular recipe, but see every word is not starting with A. Here see ajwain seed, so as a oil, it is not very accurate. But now let me do the same thing with GPT-4. See, this is a hard task. If I ask you to write samosa's recipe such that every word begins with A is going to be difficult even for humans. And look at how GPT-4 is performing. It is being innovative and it is just using words such that every letter, the first letter of every word is A. See, it did pretty decent job. Okay, and I can say that now do the same thing, but the first letter should be B. See, buy basic bread, boiled baby potatoes, boiled bishop's weed, bland baby potatoes, bland balance, boiled bits. See, you can imagine for humans also this will be difficult, and GPT-4 model is doing pretty well here. Now the second task that I have given to GPT 3.5 is I have 3 people in my organization with different availability. I want to know the common time if I want to schedule a meeting between these 3 people, and these people are here. So Andrew, John, Hannah, they have this much time schedule where green slot shows the free time that they have. And as a human, when you look at this kind of diagram, you can immediately figure out that 12 to 12:30 is the common time slot if you want to schedule a meeting between these 3 people. This is a common problem in any organization where they want to schedule a meeting between multiple people and they want to figure out a common time slot. Okay, so if you have any calendar type of function, this is a very common useful feature. And here for my condition, the time between 12 to 12:30 is the only half an hour slot that is available. Okay, now when I gave that to GPT-3 model, it gave some confusing answers. Start the meeting at 4, this works for these 2 people and he can join. It's some of these things are not accurate. Okay, if you give the same prompt to GPT-4, let's see what happens. While it is typing the answer, you can read the question, and this question I have translated into this Excel file, okay, in terms of this time slots. And obviously 12 to 12:30 is the only time slot, and it actually gave the correct answer for the option number 1. It is perfect, but option number 2 is wrong. 2:30 to 3 p.m. it says Andrew and Jonah are available, but see, John is not available from 2:30 to 3 p.m. 2 is wrong. Joan is not available from 2:30 to 3 p.m. And when you give this kind of feedback, it will adapt. It will realize that the only option you have is 12 to 12:30 p.m. So overall, GPT-4 has a better reasoning capabilities. The next question I have given is, I want you to explain me the plot of Avengers, the Endgame movie. You might have watched that movie. in a rhyming poem of 4 sentences. I asked it to write a poem only in 4 sentences, but see, it took so many sentences. But if you give the same thing here, it will perform better. So overall, GPT-4 is performing better. It has a lot more parameters than GPT-3. OpenAI has not revealed how many parameters are there, and they have not given any of the internal details. But overall, you can see it is better. See, rhyming poem, a battle for ages, infinity's war wages, Avengers assemble till victory is won, whatever. See, wages, cages, done, won. So it's the rhyming poem of 4 sentences. Same thing with GPT-3. The answer was not that great. As a next step, I'm going to ask a difficult puzzle. I remember this puzzle from Puzzles to Puzzle You book by Sakuntala Devi when I was preparing for interviews many years back. I used to practice puzzles from this book, and it is giving some answer. See, GPT-3 is giving the answer, which is 10 minutes, okay? And if I give the same question to GPT-4, it will give some answer. By the way, the correct answer for this question is 26 minutes, okay? You can Google it. The correct answer is 26 minutes. It's not very easy puzzle. As a human also, you might find it challenging, but any smart person will solve it. So it's not like impossible. But you can see that GPT-3, definitely it gave a wrong answer. 10 minutes until 6 o'clock, it's a wrong answer. And here, negative result. GPT-4 gave a negative result. So folks, you understand, this is not any silver bullet. It can give you wrong results, and sometimes it gives you result with so much confidence, so that you can't blindly trust this AI. Okay, these AI models will always have their limitations. Now here is the website for GPT-4, and there are some example prompts where you can also say, okay, give me a plot of Cinderella where every word's first letter begins from A to Z. So you can say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H. This is pretty insane. Let me give the exact same question here and see how it does. See, it did not perform well. So I don't know, maybe GPT-4 website shows this, but in reality this doesn't work. But yes, all of these things, I just showed the example of a meeting time that works well. It also performed well in various tests. There is biology Olympiad, that's an exam, and GPT-4 came in 99th percentile, which is pretty good performance, whereas ChatGPT, just GPT-3 model, previous model, it got 31st percentile. Uniform bar exam, GPT-4 got in 19th percentile. 19th percentile is like top performer. So obviously it is having a dazzling performance. It can also work with images. Folks, right now in ChatGPT you can't try images, but it can work on visual images. So let's say you give this kind of image and say, what can I make with these ingredients? It will say there are many options you can make. So there is eggs, there is, I think, some kind of flour, see, pancakes, French toast, omelette. You can make all these recipes. So this model understands an image very well, and it can actually tell you what you can make out of it. So let's say if you have a fridge, you can take a picture of your fridge and it will recognize the ingredients, or vegetables, milk, whatever you have in that fridge, and it can give you an option what kind of recipe you can make. I can say I'm a vegetarian, I love Indian food, here's the picture of my fridge, these are the ingredients, show me the options of recipes. And maybe I can send that list to my wife, because my wife, she every day asks me what she should make for the dinner, and that's the most difficult question to answer. So maybe next time I will take GPT-4's help. And then it can handle longer context. So when you talk about natural language processing, like how much a window of words you can process, here it can process up to 25,000 words of text, which is much longer context that you have, and it can make the NLP performance super amazing. I'm also going to link an article from TechCrunch where they have highlighted main capabilities. Number one is it can see and understand images. GPT-3 cannot understand images. It can be harder to trick, whereas GPT-3 you can trick it sometimes. GPT-4 has a longer memory. It is more multilingual, so it has support in different languages. Alright, that was a quick demo. Whenever they release the support for visual inputs, I will make another video. If you like this video, folks, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends so that you are up to date with the latest and greatest things happening in the world of AI.